Hi guys, and welcome back to the Tech Gaming Lane channel. In this episode 6, no, not 6, sorry, 5 of Electrician Simulator today. I don't know what we'll be doing. We'll have a look. I don't know what we'll be doing. We'll have a butcher. This is episode 5 today of Electrician Simulator, by the way. I know I said 6, but it is 5. So let's see what we got, shall we? With some Halloween stuff. So, shall we do the certificate first, or I think we'll go with because hey, we'll go with can't beat eggs. We'll go with the can't beat eggs one first, I think, which is my mixer is broken. I was beating eggs and it got awful messy. I decided to wash it in the kitchen sink to make it all clean and shiny. Unfortunately, after plugging it in and turning back on, something went horribly wrong inside. Basically, I tried changing the speed, but nothing helped. The lights show nothing. I don't know what might be, because it's surely not the water. Is it? Please help me. The blades ain't turning and the device is leaking water. Come on, if the device is leaking water, surely it's got to be water in it. It's got to be water damage if the device is leaking water, surely. Think about it. If it's, if customer, think about it. If it's like dripping water, like leaking water out, there's got to be water in it somewhere, isn't there? Think about it. Why don't these people think? I mean, So let's start the unscrewing, shall we? Obviously, there's water damaging. I know I said rusted screws means water damage, but obviously there's water damage majorly in this one, isn't there? So let's see whether there's any other rusted screws. Yep, there's a rusted screw on that one. Nope, no more rusted screws, so let's... The rusted screw on that one... I tried this and it went, I think we're all done now. I think all we need to do is, I'll take these ones out first. All we need to do is undo the screws. These things. I'm not 100% sure on this, guys, but that's what I think. And me personally would think, if it's leaking water, me personally would think there's water inside it. Even though she said, is it the water? Think about it logically. I mean, I would have thought it would have been damage on the board, but Everything else is good so far. So we gotta go to the desolder with the solder. Solder gun. I don't know, there's any more screws in that. Do these, so look like rusty here. Rusty there. This is the screw, it's just under the and might up if I zoom in a bit, guys. Sorry about this. Might up if I do, mightn't it? I got to take the front off first. And these buttons first, yeah, these buttons first. And then I can take the board off. Go for a tip, I think, to see where we got going. Because there's screws there, is there? I can't tell. There's the screws. So we need the fluid, so we can just screw the screw there, screw there. We should. Let's hit them off, then that, then that, then that. So the fan we don't know about, so we'll have an inspection of the fan. Looks like a good fan to me, but we will have a look round. Yeah, the fan's good. That's good, but it looks like we have a look round again. Yep. That's good. Seems gonna be like to me the motor, I think the engine, the motor. Don't know what they call it engine, but it is motor. Yeah, the motor's broken. Is there anything we can... So that's what I would like to see on this, actually fixing it instead of buying a new part. So I think it's a new part buying, I think. So how much will this cost me? Which is $15. So that isn't bad for a new motor, I suppose. When you come to think of it, and the printed circuit board's unknown as well. So let's have a look. Inspection on the printed circuit board, and we're gonna need this for this. So that's working. That's working. And that's not working. So instead of, I wish we could just buy the diodes and put the diodes on it. Well, mixer, I think it says diodes. Well, yeah, diodes. I wish we could just put the diodes on, but we have to buy the whole complete caboodle. That's a funny word, isn't it? Caboodle. Or caboodle. Something like that. It's a funny word. But hey ho. So bought the motor, and this part fits on that part, and basically it's all basically just put all together. Let me just press F12, take a photo of that. Then just reverse of what I've just done before. Only this time the screws aren't rusted. I need a soldering iron for this bit. What I'm missing next? Need to just like tip the screw. Oh, I need to do the soldering iron again to solder this bit onto this bit and bit onto that bit. Then the top casing. I think it's now test. It definitely works. Now we can send back to the customer. And I've leveled up. That's good. I've leveled up to reputation 7. That is good. And let's see what else we can do before we leave. I think I might do the let's have a go at the toaster one, yeah. So I'm hungry, but I can't eat. My toaster is broken, and I used to make it my favourite dish. What dish, you ask? Slightly warm bread, commonly known as toast or toasties to some. It was the world's best diet, but since I can't have any toast, it's now the world's worst diet. I tried to make lasagna. Or I think it says lasagna. I'm not sure, but something to that nature. It looks like lasagna anyway. But my toaster quickly showed me how it feels about it. Please forgive the sauce left over. Ooh. Slices ain't popping. Slices ain't toasties. Toasties be cold. Ooh. So we've got to fix a toaster for this poor fella. A very poor fellow indeed. Without any toast. What are you gonna do? I mean, I don't eat any toast. I used to. But I don't know what I'd be like without any toast. I mean, I used to eat toast, but not anymore. I'm like, I shouldn't really, but I'm like a you know, I don't know whether you've seen these things with like pastry things with icing on top. There's a certain name, but I'm not gonna mention it on here. I'm sure you guys know what I mean, though. If you guys don't know what I mean, I will say it in the comments if you want to know what I mean by that. I will say what it is in the comments. So, have I done every screw? Looks like I have, and I still can't take it apart. What's it? Oh, but hit the knobs off now. Now there's screws there, so. Oh, now I can take it apart. If I remember rightly from the trailer, I think it was that middle mechanism that was the problem, if I remember rightly. But you've got to take everything apart. You just can't do the one bit. So, you know, just take everything apart. And again, I just got to show tips. And I got plenty of screws to undo. So I'll undo these ones first that ain't rusted. And I'll just go over again with the rusted ones and see. Every one of them ones are rusted, so I just got to go over with the that one's rusted. That one's the good old rust. That one's the good old rust. That one and that one. So we can now take the board off. And the board is unknown for some unknown reason. So obviously they don't know if the board's broken. So we shall. I think it might be the inside though, the reason why it's not popping, but screws there as well. That's an unknown piece as well. And this is bound to be an unknown piece because it's rusted, so I could be wrong on that, guys, but by the looks of things, being it's rusted, that means there is a lot of screws in this one though. Definitely a lot of screws for a toaster. Yeah, there's a better view for you there, guys, I think. Definitely a lot of screws for a toaster here, guys, but yeah, and we should be able to take the sides off now. So that's it basically, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. So, well, that's unknown anyway, so we'll start with that. Inspect that, that's good. Inspect that, that's good. I knew something. The heating element I think is going to be broken, but no, the heating element's good. The other heating element, one of the heating elements has got to be in it. The heating element's also good. That heating element is anyway. I mean, heating element is that one's broken. So I don't know whether I can inspect that to see where it's broken, but where's it broken? I'd like to fix these if I could, but you can't fix them. So the thing is that just shell out the money and buy it for £4. £4 ain't too bad. It ain't too bad though, £4. And that one's broken as well. There's two broken out of... And the circuit board might be a bit... Well, that's good. And the circuit board is unknown, so we got to test it as usual to see if it is. That's broken. So I'm gonna change it anyway. That's broken, so might as well just everything else is good, so might as well just place that for 25 bucks. And place a heating element for 6, I believe. Oh, for 4. Not 6, sorry. And let's see. Sorry about the view here, guys. This is gonna be quite, I don't know how long. 20 minutes, not too bad. A bit of clipping there, I didn't. No, not that. Oh, forgot the iron. That's what I do like about this. There's a game coming out and all where you can solder stuff. I do like a bit of soldering on games. It's like, you know, even though I can't do it in real life, I do like a bit of soldering on some games. It's like cathartic. So while the soldering iron's out, I'll put this back on. And put the screws back in. And just get the soldering on again for this little bit here. And just do the screw back up here. Put that back on. And then that back on. And screw here. Screw here. There. And get out of the way the tip thing so I can see where. And there. One missing. And the knob here. Now we can test it. And it seems to be working fine, so we can send it back to the customer. And now he can eat. And now he can eat as much toast and toasties as he likes. So, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Episode 5, I believe. I think this is. Because the last one was 4, so I think this is episode 5. So, anyway, I'll do a few things off camera. So, anyway, guys, that's it for today's episode. And again, guys, if you liked it, if you like this game and any other games you see on my channel, give them a like, a subscribe, a comment, and don't forget to share. This has been Tech Gaming Lane. Bye for now, guys. Bye for now.